Olá, olá! Cá estou eu de novo para mais uma live. Hoje com o cantor e compositor Max Avery. Começando em português, como sempre, mas passando para o inglês também, como sempre. Então vamos lá. Hi everyone! Hello, hello! I'm here once again for another live. And today we're gonna have as a guest singer and songwriter Max Avery, and I'm gonna put him on right away. Let's see, where is he? Let me check here. Just a minute. Cha-na-nam, cha-na-na-na-nam. All right, here it. Where is he? All right. Hi.
How you doing?
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine, thank you. So, first of all, thank you so much for accepting this invitation.
Oh, that's all
And
right.
I'm glad to talk to you right now. And let's talk about music.
Let's do it.
Okay, so for us to start this live, I would ask you to talk a little bit about yourself. How did you get into music? How long it's been? Like lifetime? I don't know. Tell us a little bit more about you.
Yeah, so I started playing music probably about 12 years ago, I think it was. The story goes, me and some friends were watching a local acoustic stage at a festival not far from where I live actually, and we basically drunkenly said, let's try and play this stage next year. I'd never sung, never written a song, couldn't play any instruments, anything, and yeah, that's what
Yeah, let's
happened.
do this anyway.
Let's do this, yeah. So yeah, we basically put our minds to it. Jack, it was two best friends who I started this band with. Winter's Hill, we were called, or are called rather. And then yeah, basically we wrote some songs. Some of them were pretty awful, and basically got booked for that stage the following year. And yeah, and then it basically snowballed into sort of a serious hobby. And then yeah, it went from there really. And the songs got a little bit better. I got a little bit better at singing and playing guitar and stuff. And then yeah, that was it really. And we sort of worked away at the stages at that festival, and then ended up playing the main stage. 3 years on
Wow.
the trot, I think. Yeah, yeah. So it's good fun. And then lockdown happened, so we couldn't practice or rehearse or anything. And I wanted to keep the music up, so I sort of done this solo thing really. And here I am.
And doing good music, just saying.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I sort of wanted to take the solo stuff in a little bit of a direction. It was quite electronic spin on it, but still maintain that sort of singer-songwriter. You know, that being at the core of it. Yeah.
Still on your music, what are your influences? Like, what do you listen to? What kind of drives you through music and gets you inspired to write a song? Because you're a songwriter as well, right?
Yeah. To be honest, I listen to a lot of singer-songwriter stuff. That's if I was to get into my car and get Spotify on, that would probably be my go-to. My go-to sort of thing. I listen to a lot of hip hop, rock music, sort of. A lot of old stuff I'm into. A lot of like 60s sort of stuff. Creedence
Cool.
Clearwater, Joni Mitchell, Bob Dylan. Again, I mean they're all songwriters, aren't they? But I think as long as the song sort of, you know what I mean, like it gets you somewhere. From the lyrics is the main thing that you know gets me in a song. And that's worth it. why I write songs, really. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Yeah.
mean, artist-wise, my favourite band of all time is a band called Gaslight Anthem. Um, it's sort of, they're like a little bit Bruce Springsteen-y sort of sound. They're No More, which I'm gutted about. um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's so many amazing singer-songwriters. I love finding new music. Um, yeah, you know, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever is great for that. So yeah,
Yeah, sure. I
yeah,
totally got into this new journey, I'd say, like finding new artists and trying to talk to people like we're doing right now.
yeah.
And that's amazing because it's not only getting to know more about music, more about new people on music. It's getting to know another different styles that we are kind of used to listen to. I think I've always liked these kind of music and folk, indie stuff,
Yeah,
but I didn't know much about it. And then I gotta say, Spotify kind of brought me into this to dig more into this, and it's really good. It's really nice. I love it
yeah, it's
and
great.
find
Like,
people like you and the other guys that I've talked to in these past weeks. It was really fun and all super talented people. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, there's so much talent out there, especially like singer songwriter sort of stuff, and you know, it's just a case of finding them because, you know, a lot of the time, people like ourselves, you know, may not get heard, but you know, people might discover them, from different, you know, different playlists or whatever, recommended stuff on,
true.
you know, Spotify, places like that. Instagram's great. Um, I've jumped on the TikTok wagon.
I'm starting there too. I'm not so much into TikTok yet, but I'm trying hard to. I think I'm
Yeah, I
way
know.
too millennial for TikTok.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's just another, you know, another way for people to discover it. And I think the way it works is different. You know, it puts it out there randomly as opposed to, you know, people searching for it, maybe like Instagram does with followers and whatever. But you know, any way that people can hear my music, I'm happy to jump on board.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true. That's good. And speaking of which, I'm gonna kind of talk through these new devices that we can find people. But how did it work for you during pandemic times? Because we know it kind of worked. I think at least it kind of worked like in a good way, in a bad way, because you couldn't go on gigs or stuff during
yeah,
the period of time that you had to stay at home.
yeah,
But at the same time, you had the opportunity to be more at home, to write your songs, to do some covers like you did,
yeah.
and to, I mean, spread more of your music while at home. So how did it work
Yeah.
for you?
I mean, it's difficult because, you know, my passion is playing live. I love it, and that's where I feel most
Yeah, I
comfortable.
bet you do.
Yeah, more than, do you know what I mean? More than in a studio, or more than um, sitting down writing. My main, you know, passion in music is playing live, and you know, to have that taken away is obviously it's difficult. But you know, you've got to channel that sort of energy into different ways, haven't you? And if you know, if you're not allowed out of your house, then you're sort of forced to do it. So I picked up the piano prior to COVID lockdown. I'd never explored that sort of, you know, writing songs in that way on piano, keyboard, or whatever. And I'll be honest, I've found it easier writing songs on the piano than I do on guitar for some reason. Not that I'm any good at it, but you know, for some reason the words seem to come quicker on a piano than they do on guitar. So that was sort of one way that I focused sort of my energy in that sort of way instead of putting efforts into gigging, because you know there's so many different things you've got to put time and effort into in music, being an artist. You know, it's not only writing songs, gigging, but the social media side of it. You know, you've got to do the videos and the photos and everything else.
Your day must have like 48 hours, not 24.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's difficult, but and you know, lockdown you know, it was difficult sort of not gigging, but it was also beneficial because you've got the time to yourself to be able to, you know, put more efforts into writing. So it's, you know, there's a sort of bittersweet thing, really. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm getting like mixed feelings around this, but mostly I'd say 50-50 because people got some time to think about their music and maybe do something new or try something new, but at the same time, not gigging always get in the bad way. So, but yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's like 50-50 anyway.
Yeah. I'd definitely rather not do a lockdown. Put it that way. I'd much
Yeah,
rather,
sure.
you know, I'd much rather be out playing. You know, that's what I love. That's what I do. I've been, you know, that's yeah. If you know, if someone has said you're going to be locked in your room for, you know, 3 months and you've got to write some songs, you know, you'd laugh at them, wouldn't you? But now it's unfortunate reality. Yeah.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
year and a half almost.
Yeah.
This is so
Insane.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, still on your own music, what does get like easier for you? Writing lyrics or composing? Like creating a melody, bringing up the song itself. What comes first?
Um, to be honest, I'm always the way I would structure and, you know, start writing a song. I'd sit there with the guitar and, you know, find maybe a chord progression or something I liked, and then it'd be a case of trying to fit words, or I'm always forever scribbling down little ideas or little phrases or little things that I, you know, see throughout, you know, my day-to-day life or whatever, and then always try and nick little ideas and maybe think, oh, that'll work well in a song. And, you know, even if I think of a good couple of words that might be a good song title, then I'd maybe incorporate that into a chorus, or, you know, if I hear someone telling a story or whatever, and I think that might be a good idea for a song. But what comes first, I would say, you know, maybe a couple of chords and then an idea would be the starting point. And then it would gradually build from there. I mean, some songs I can sit down and, you know, have an idea, and it would come out within maybe an hour, half an hour. And then I've had songs sort of I've been messing around with for maybe 5, 6 years, and they've never materialised into anything more than that. But yeah, I'm awful at sort of finishing ideas. That's going to be my New Year's resolution.
Good ones.
I've got to get better at it because I've got hundreds and hundreds of ideas that are just sitting there, and I'm sure there's maybe a gem sitting there somewhere that I need to finish. But yeah, I need to get better at finishing ideas.
Yeah, you're gonna get through this.
Yeah, but I've
So,
got used to sort of putting ideas on Instagram and stuff because, you know, I'm of the sort of thinking, if, you know, my favourite artists or whatever, if I could hear them sharing their ideas, I'd love to see that songwriting process. I'd love to see, you know, the creative sort of parts that go into creating a song, you know, behind the scenes stuff in studios and stuff. I'd love to see that from my favourite artists, so that's why I tend to share it all the time. Yeah.
and do you write just for yourself or to other artists as well?
Just
Write or
myself.
compose just for
Yeah,
yourself?
I've never written for anyone else. It's all for myself, selfishly.
But do you have any like aspirations to write to other people?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if I was ever approached by anyone to write for them, I'd certainly give it a go. Yeah, but it's not something I've ever sort of delved into, and I've never written with anyone else either. I've always written by myself. I've I can't. I've spoken to a lot of other musicians who are the same thinking, like, because it's coming from sort of a vulnerable place that these lyrics are coming from. It's difficult to sit down with someone and sort of, you know what I mean, share that sort of feeling
Yeah,
with
because
them.
their vulnerable places are other places.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I've never explored that. You know, it's something I'd be open to, but yeah, it's not something I've done. maybe, you know, I'm sure, you know, that a lot of artists do it. You know, some songs take like 10 people to write. 10 people sit down in a room and all these ideas come together. But yeah, it's not something I've done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how would that feel like listening to one of your songs through other people's voices?
I've heard it a couple of times. I've heard a couple of people do covers. Yeah, it's good to hear. I mean, you know, the best covers are people who put their own sort of spin on it, or, you know, their own interpretation on it. And I've heard a couple of people do it. Yeah, it's interesting to see sort of, yeah, their take on it. Do you know what I mean? It's good. Yeah.
Cool. So you kind of just released "Where Sun Rays Find Home,"
Yep.
and how was the inspiration on that? How did it get to you? How did it work to come up with it? Because it's a really beautiful song. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I can't remember where the initial idea come from, but the initial image I had in my head was of someone standing there and of a sun and obviously the rays hitting sort of either someone's face or something like that, and then someone looking at that person. That's where the idea come from, where these sun rays have found a home on someone's face. That's where the idea come from. And again, yeah, it was just a case of, you know, sitting down and that was the initial idea I had. Can't remember where it come from, and then just building on that really. Yeah, and then I don't know. For every songwriter, I think, you know, it's their main goal is to make a listener of that song maybe apply their own interpretation to it. So yeah, that's what I sort of tried to do with that song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a favorite song of yours? Like the last one, the first one? Which one?
Mirror. Have you heard Mirror?
Mine too.
I like that. Yeah. I mean, prior to lockdown, I only played one solo show on my own, and that was it. So these songs, West Sun Rays Find Home and Mirror, and, you know, numerous others I've got, they've all come out of the last 18 months. So I've never played these songs live. But yeah,
Shame.
I mean, as far as, yeah, I know. But as far as a, you know, studio version goes, Mirror is probably one of my favourites.
Yeah, I really like Mirror too. It's really good. It's deep, and I gotta say, I'm a fan. You know that. I don't need to tell it to you. But as we are live, and I'm telling people, yes, I'm a fan of Max Avery. I think the raspiness of your voice makes it like deep, and the lyric is it's pretty amazing. And combining things and lyrics, melody, your voice, like it's really good. Congrats on that. I really like it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm suspicious to say. Well, there's a question here that I gotta come up with because I find it curious about. It's what are the receipts for making the pizzas? Because they look amazing. I gotta ask it. You gotta do a live or whatever, a video or maybe a TikTok on those pizzas.
I was thinking of doing that. I've had a lot of dough recipe questions. Yeah. It was basically a pizza oven I bought a couple of months ago, and now I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It's amazing. Yeah, so it's just fresh dough. Make fresh dough and
they look so
good
good.
ingredients. Get the best ingredients you can get. That's the top tip to for a good taste.
Yeah, they look so good, for real. You should do a video or whatever to put on socials because they look amazing. Yeah. Every time I see on your feed, it's like, oh my God, pizza again. I'm hungry.
Yeah, I've sort of I've limited
people join there, take a look at his feed and look at not only the music but the pizzas.
on it. Yeah. I was sort of considering just making it a pizza page. They seem to get far more engagement
Yes,
than the music does.
that's nice.
Yeah.
And besides making delicious, probably, and so looking so good pizzas, what are your like hobbies? Music, all right, but it's not only a hobby.
Yeah. Spending time with my dog, Dougal.
Cute.
Yeah, he's cute. Yeah, just getting outside really. Exercise, you know, smash the exercise every day. So yeah, dog, exercise, pizzas, making music.
Really nice, really nice. So,
Not that exciting.
but yeah, that's the life we get right now. I think COVID has changed mostly everything to us. Um, Telling you a little bit about what happened to me during this time. I have two kids. I'm married and have two kids, and they're home since March 2020. So they're getting back to school now, next Monday. So they're
Yeah.
kind of a year and a half at home. And basically, our life is staying home, playing with the kids, doing home office, and exercising when we
Yeah.
have time. But basically, it's that. And also, I have three dogs. So playing with the dogs, that's
Exactly.
what life sum up. So
Yeah.
I think when this is over and finally we kind of can see it now that we have a path to make it over, things are going to be different because we're going to look back and see how it was to be more with family and to be more with ourselves. And I think we're going to get through the same things we use it to do, but in a different way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How
But
things for you? You're Brazil, right? Is that Brazil? Are you in Brazil?
yeah,
How,
from Rio,
how's things out
Brazil.
there? How's sort of the COVID?
Um, they kind of started working better a couple of months ago. We finally got more vaccines, and it's working, but still kind of slower than it could have been since the
Yeah.
beginning. So, but it's
Yeah.
getting better. Hoping for the best as
Yeah.
soon as
Definitely.
possible.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have been vaccinated here. You know, since all the lockdowns gone, it's pretty much back to normal here.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
Let's
know whether
hope
that's
for
a
it.
good, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Well, I don't want to finish it, but we have to. And to
Not
finish
right.
it, I'd ask you to sing and play something for us.
Yeah, I can do that. No worries. I've got a new
Okay.
song. Can I hear it?
Mm-hmm.
I've got a new song.
Yeah, please.
Let me tell you a funny story.
Mm-hmm.
Today, see this on my guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, there was a little bit of my guitar that come off, and I wanted to stick it back. I wanted to stick it back down. So
Mm-hmm.
I got some super glue and stuck it down. Can you guess what
I
happened
see
next?
it coming. I see it coming. I see it coming. Because
My
I'm
thumb,
always
my thumb,
glued on things.
my thumb got stuck to my guitar like that. Awful.
It always happens to me.
It was bad. It was bad. I was shouting.
Yeah.
Yes, I wrote a new song. I actually wrote it on piano, but I
Mm-hmm.
play it on guitar. So I put it on my Instagram. It's called Sweet Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Goes like this. Throw me in at the deep end. Watch, 'cause I will swim back. Don't bother helping. There's no way I will take your hand. Just hold on tight for the ride. It might be the time of your life. It's not the way that you fall asleep, peaceful between the sheets. You finally found your peace. To you from me, sweet dreams. And behold this sweet relief as I stare in disbelief as you laid so graciously. To you from me, sweet dreams. And hold on, hold on. And I fade in the background like we're losing the evening light. Remember the weekends when the flames, they would burn all night. Just don't lose sight of all the times that we tried. It's not the way that you fall asleep, peaceful between the sheets. You finally found your peace. To you from me, sweet dreams. And behold this sweet relief as I stare in disbelief as you laid so graciously. To you from me, sweet dreams. And hold on. We're too young to let go from here. And hold on. We're too young to let go, to let go, to let go from here. It's not the way that you fall asleep, peaceful between the sheets. You finally found your peace. To you from me, sweet dreams. And behold this sweet relief as I stare in disbelief as you laid so graciously. To you from me, sweet dreams. And hold on. Too young to let go, to let go, to let go from here. And hold on. We're too young to let go, to let go, to let go, sweet dreams.
Woo! Amazing! Your voice is unbelievable, Max. Your voice is unbelievable, for real.
Thank you.
You're an awesome musician.
Thank you very much.
For real. I really like your songs. I like your lyrics. Your voice is amazing. And I really hope to see a lot more coming from you.
Hopefully so.
And so that's it. I'm just asking people that just saw us to follow Max Avery Music at Max Avery Music, who just doesn't follow yet, but yeah, they are all obviously following right now. What else? Oh, of course. Follow Lena's Music Reader at Lena's Music Reader as well, because as Matt is here, I'm gonna be talking to other new artists, and that's it. Do you want to share your socials and stuff? Maybe your TikTok, maybe your new pizza profile.
Oh God, what else is there? Yeah, just at Max Avery Music, Instagram, now TikTok, Facebook, Max Avery on all the streaming platforms. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
So cool. Thank you so much, Max. It was
really
nice. Loved it. And listening to your song live. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Might be the next
one. Thank you so much. Yes, let's do this again. When you have more music, let's do this again. And maybe next time, if you don't have music, we can play Mirror.
We'll do it. We'll do it. I'll get the piano out.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. Good to speak to you.
Thank you. Yes. Bye.
See you later.